All right, welcome back. We are continuing on the budget C10 project. So today we are going to do our front wheel bearings, and we're actually putting a 6-lug rotor on. I ordered these off of Summit. You can search a 6-lug rotor for a C10. They're supposed to be a direct bolt in. So this truck's getting a 6-lug conversion because those wheels were free $99. That axle is a 6-lug axle out of a 90 Suburban, so still a square body Suburban, and it has a 373 gear ratio and the good old gov lock, the G80 gov lock. So it's a positive traction at rear end, and those wheels are sexy. That's why I'm converting to 6-lug, because it was cheap. That rear end, I think I paid $100 for a pair, a front end and a rear end. I sold the front end for $50, so I'm $50 in that rear end. So doing pretty good. Anyway, we're gonna do these rotors. I've got a new rotor here. I have new wheel bearings, and yeah. So I'll set you guys down over here and watch me struggle with this. So let's see how it goes. First off, we're gonna take the cap off. Off, and then we take the cotter pin out. It's out. Little nut comes off. That's a little loose, but you know what? Before I pull that off, I probably should take these brakes off. That'd be a good idea. I actually somewhat prepared this time. Got all my tools brought over here so I don't have to run back and forth to the toolbox. If you're doing it, that's a 3/8 by the way. Alright, brake bolt. 2 brake bolts. This was actually the last piece before making this truck a roller. Well, kind of the last piece. Last part I had to order. I still have to cut the centers out of those wheels. The center bore on them is too small to fit over this hub. So I'm gonna go full redneck style on it. And use my die grinder and cut the center out of it. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Brake calipers off. Nuts off. That's an important washer. That bearing was dry. There's your 5-lug rotor. Slicker than snot. Just like that. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, get that rotor out of the plastic, and then we're gonna go back together with it. So if you're changing wheel bearings, it's a lot the same thing. You got a seal right here, and then a bearing right here. That seal kind of holds that bearing in, and I'll show you on that one when we put it together. Those rotors came with the races already pressed in, so I don't have to worry about that. But we get this cleaned up and get that one assembled. So let's get her done. Got her all cleaned up. I figured I'd just spray some black paint on here, just to kind of spruce it up a little bit, you know? I was looking at that wheel, and you're gonna see all the stuff behind that wheel because you see through it. So I might as well clean her up and make it look nice. I gotta probably put a bolt in that caliper, put it back up on there, and get some paint on it. But yeah, and yeah, then we'll start going back together. I'll show you how I pack the bearings. I got one of these little special bearing packers. Get the bearings all packed up and put them in there and go back together. I'll show you that. While the paint's drying on that, we're gonna get this hub all ready to go. Sorry, I got weird lighting here. I had to open the door behind me to get rid of some of these paint fumes. They're a little smelly. Anyway, I can't remember the brand name of these, but there's a few different places to get them. I got these on Summit. I think they were 169 for the pair, 170, something like that for the pair. These ones came with the races already pressed in. So the small race is pressed in, the big race is pressed in. If you're just changing wheel bearings, you take a punch, at least what I always do. You take a punch, you reach through here, you can catch the race. If you look in here a little bit, you can take a punch. This is the chisel, not a punch, but you can reach through here, you can catch the edge of that race like that, and you can drive them out. And you can do the same thing going the other way. Reach in there, catch the edge of that race, just work your way around, and you can drive those old races out. And contrary to popular belief, you can drive them back in with a hammer. So, many times. It has been done many times. So, we are going to start back side of this one. Tilt this down so you can see. Still can't see because of the light. Maybe I'm going to fuse evacuated. Alright, I'm going to close the door. Okay, pretty sure you can see now. So, got my good old-fashioned bearing packer here. I'm going to screw this steely whopper on here. And you're supposed to be able to push on this. The grease. All right. Move that camera so you can see what I'm doing here. So you see right down in there, you can see the bearing on it. See all that grease? Just squishing right out. That bearing is packed. So yeah, go small side down on there. Pull that out. That bearing is all packed real nice. So we're gonna take this. I always just smear it around the outside as well. It's always good to have plenty of grease on there. Oh yeah. Goopy. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna drop it right in there. What I will do before I decide to push this on here, well, actually, just as a check, that bearing, that seal is supposed to go in there. But just as a check, to make sure I got the right bearings, I'm gonna slide that, my other bearing, a little tight. That was a little tight on there. I'm gonna take my big bearing here, slide it on the back. Yeah, see that? It slides on absolutely perfect. So, check your bearings. Make sure they're the right size. This one is. You just gotta go on square. Yep. Bearings are right. So, I'm gonna drive this seal in here. I'm gonna grab my, turn your guys down so you can see. And grab my super precision seal driver here. I'm gonna just start very carefully driving the seal in here. Seal is in. Take a little bit of that grease. I'm gonna grease that seal all up Last thing I want to do is tear it, putting it together. You know what I'm also going to do? I'm also going to take and put a little bit of grease on that sealing surface in here. Probably can't see that because my lighting is terrible in my garage. One of these days I'm going to get some new lights. Okay, that's all cleaned up. Big bearing's in. We're going to put a little bearing in here. Again, small side down. If this will even work, if this bearing's not too small. And put my knee on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very carefully. Push straight down. That works absolutely beautifully. See all that? Squished all the grease through the bearing. Just like that. Grease that one up. It's all ready to go on. Drop it back in there. And then we're going to stick this hub on here after I take my brake caliper off. Because trying to put it on with the brake caliper there, it's not going to work. The other thing I need to do is I need to clean this up. I need to get my brake parts cleaner and use it for what it's actually intended for. It might be the first time in my life. Get that cleaned up and then we're going to slide that on there. Alright, got that all cleaned up. So here's a real question. Here's a question for you. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the CRC brake clean or do you prefer the O'Reilly knockoff stuff? Comment below. Tell me. This stuff doesn't smell as strong as the other stuff. Good or bad, I'm not sure, but it doesn't smell as strong as the other stuff. Alright, now, take this sucker very carefully. And very carefully slide it on. It feels like it's all the way in. And then we take our new bearing, not the old bearing. Slide it in there. See that? Slid right in. Beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And we're going to take our washer. It was on there before. Put it right back where it was. And take the nut that was on there before. And we're going to put it right back where it was. Okay, now's the fun part. This is really the only part of this that you can screw up. So, I'm going to take my pliers here. You can use a wrench on this too. I'm sure there's a torque that you're supposed to set these to, but I don't go by torque. I go until my ancestors say that's enough. See, that's rolling pretty good. Actually, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to go tighten that down pretty tight. And oh, wow. Well, okay. I'm going to tighten this down way tighter than it should be, just to kind of make sure it's all the way in. And it is. See, that takes some resistance there to turn that. It's too tight. I'm going to back it off just a smidgen there. So it's got some resistance in it, just a little bit, but it still spins free. That's what you're looking for. You don't want it to be tight. And also, I could go, so what I'm watching right here, there's a hole right here that this cotter pin goes down through. And I either have to be in this one, or this one, or anywhere around. So what I'm going to do, so there, you can kind of see how much resistance it has. I'm going to back it off to there. You notice how that's play in and out? Definitely not what you want. See that? So that one's too loose. We're going to go in 1 notch. See, there's no more play. You can hear it. You can feel it. You can hear it. No more play in and out. But you still spins pretty good. I'm going to leave it right there. So if you're worried about having it right, I have my phone's going off. Put that in there. Anyway, if you're worried about having it right, go ahead and drive it. If these start getting warm when you're driving, you gotta back it off 1. Hate spam callers. Hello, my name is Adam. All right. No, it's not. Okay. All right, so drop that pin in there. That's where we're at. So I'm being invaded here. Cavalry's coming. Anyway, the cotter pin back in there. We're gonna bend it back up straight, and we're gonna put our cap right back on. There you have it. That's how you change the front wheel bearings on this, and that is absolutely beautiful. I love it. That's gonna be a good truck. It's gonna roll good. So I'm gonna go do it on the other side. Actually, I'm gonna put my brakes back together and then go do it on the other side. Before I do that, I'll probably go cook dinner. So anyway, thanks for watching. Comment below. Tell me what you think.